So today, well, basically yesterday I was doodling. I was playing around with my watercolor pens because it had been a while. And I did this little eye, this one. And I thought it would be fun to make that a makeup look. So that's what we're gonna do. It's kind of simple, but I don't know, I thought it was pretty and whatever. Sometimes you run out of ideas. I'm pretty tapped. So I'm gonna adjust it just a little bit because there's like a pretty like yellowy orange and I'm obviously like quite salmon with my coloring now. So I'm going to use, instead of like a orangey yellow, a yellowy orange, I'm going to use more of a salmony type orangey color. So this is the Sassy Siennas palette, which I was like, I'm pretty sure recently I was like, I never use this and I really want to. It's been forever. This is from Dose of Colors. So this is, fuck man, I never know how they do the shading. This is the shade Stay Sassy, I believe. And I'm gonna pick that up with my Sigma E54 brush. Let me zoom you in so you can see what's going on. Oh, I already primed my lids, by the way, with my NARS primer. And I'm gonna pack that on the very inner corner of my lid. And then I'm going to kind of trace out here, so like the outer part of my crease. And I think I'm gonna kind of like do this. Such a good exercise, by the way, if you've been like tapped for creativity. If you just like doodle a little bit and then recreate it. I'm gonna actually use that little Dose of Colors brush. I never use these, but I'm gonna use a little like this guy. And I'm gonna go in with that same color on the inner part of my lower lash line. And then on the outer part as well. Then I'm going in with the other side of that brush and I'm just gonna do a little bit of softening. Now I'm grabbing that same Sigma E54 brush, I forgot what it's called, and I'm wiping it off vigorously so I don't have to grab another one. And I'm gonna grab the purple shade. This is Eerie from the Linda Hallberg Spectral eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna pack this kind of like in the negative space. Just tapping and blending into those shades. All right, I'm gonna grab the 90210 shade. This is from the Dominique Cosmetics Los Angeles palette, which is one of my absolute favorites. And I'm gonna pick that up on my Refer 15 brush, and I'm gonna use that to do some blending above the crease. So I'm gonna place this in here to start. That's where it's most pigmented in the image. This is a little more pink. It's a little more purple here, but we're working with what we got. And then I'm going to slowly blend it this way. Then I'm gonna pick that up on just like a little shader brush, and I'm going to blend under that orange that we put down before on the outer part of the lower lash line. So I'm kind of just taking this underneath my eye bag. Then I'm actually gonna mix LAX, this shade, with the matte white shade from the palette to make it a little bit lighter. So when I say mix, I'm literally just tapping back and forth between those two shades, tapping off my brush. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that blue, minty blue, out here. Kind of turns into cotton candy. So the tail of the brow, just kind of buffing back and forth. It's light enough that I don't really need to do a ton of blending, and I don't want to blend into that orange so it doesn't get muddy. It's just gonna be like a hint of a glow, you know? Now using my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm gonna do the same thing, dipping those shades into each other. And I'm gonna blend that just underneath my eye bag. Now I'm going to go back to the Linda Hallberg Spectral palette and I'm going to grab Occult, this color. I'm going to do a little bit of defining because I have this like kind of a maroony, purpley color going on. I'm going to use that little Dose of Colors brush, the like pencil end, and I'm going to use that to define the crease. And I'm going to use that same color along the outer part of my lower lash line. I'm just grabbing that first purple and I'm doing a little bit of blending around this definition we just put in. And for my waterline, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in the shade Amethyst Hour. But I'm gonna focus this literally like right in the center of the waterline. And then as I go back and forth, just kind of like fade it out. And then for the inner and outer corner, I'm going to use the ColourPop whatever in Joyride. All right, and then finally, I'm going to use the About Face matte fluid eye paint in the shade Dionysus. And I'm going to apply this as a winged liner with the Sigma Beauty Bird, is that what it is? Dream eyeliner brush, this little guy, just a little detailed brush, whatever. So I'm just kind of like going to those ends, you know? And that actually kind of fades into the purple eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna kind of like make sure that it's like defined on the outer part and then, yeah, literally just kind of like fade it. And then I'm gonna use that same thing in my inner corner, just the very bottom part of my inner corner. Okay, there's a product that I really want to use because I just think it's gonna like really elevate this look, but it's gonna potentially ruin the actual makeup. So I'm going to apply my mascara first. I'm gonna use Wayne Goss, so I'm curling with my Refer curler. Okay, this could potentially ruin the entire makeup look, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't care. I'm gonna go in with the Cyber Clear Eye Gloss. This is from Pat McGrath from the Dark Star collection. And I'm gonna start off by placing this on my brow bone. Oh, and I'm applying it with the Sigma, this is from the skincare collection, the eye cream brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that on that same brush and I'm gonna place it in my inner corner just above that little like extension. But I want to put this on my lid. That's the thing. And we're going to do it and I'm going to see what happens. So I'm taking a small glob. I'm just going to go in the center of my lid. And I'm going to go over the orange a little bit. And I'm going to take a little bit of that in the center of the lower lash line. All right guys, this is the finished look, up close and personal. It's definitely starting to break down my eyeshadow. Eye gloss is not something that you can really like wear long term, but I still really like it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So this was the little doodle. We got somewhere, you know? Let me know if you want to see more things like this. Eyes are my favorite thing to draw, so that's probably what I'm going to be spending a lot of my time doing. And I might as well come up with some cool makeup looks while I'm at it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see more stuff like this or whatever people say and all the things. Bye.